Hello and welcome to my Geoguessr Daily Challenge Day 607. Those of you that have seen my videos before know what two versions of me means. It means that I forgot to turn my microphone on. So, here we go. This will be silent and I'll be adding commentary to it. But, weirdly, I realized halfway through this time. So halfway through this video, there's going to be a bit of time travel happening, hence the title of the video. So, I'm going to just turn off this recording over the top then and leave you with old David, who will continue to commentate as if nothing happens. Well, it won't act as if nothing happens. He will be aware that the microphone only just started working, but you will be going back in time then. So, future David, we're going to go to past David later. But right now, let's talk about what past David's talking about. Because past David right now was ranting on about the video game I was just playing. I was playing a new game called Hydroneer. It was good fun, and I talked about it for way too long, over-describing it. Maybe what I was saying was interesting if people cared about sandbox-style video games like Hydroneer or Astroneer. But most people watching this video are probably here for Geoguessr. So honestly, it was irrelevant, and I probably shouldn't have talked about it for so long. Maybe the microphone being turned off was a blessing in disguise that I didn't have to talk about, that you no longer have to hear me talk about that crap. So we're actually going to skip ahead. Currently, I have barely talked about Geoguessr yet. I don't think by this point in the video I've mentioned the round of Geoguessr. Also, my camera's super blurry there, which is annoying. I'm having a little look around now. I'm going to Chile. Chile is an alright guess here. You're going to discover soon it ends up being wrong. This round's actually Argentina, but let's analyze why I went Chile. There's white lines in the middle in South America, which is a Chile and Argentina thing. I looked at the car, but it was a Gen 4 car, and the Gen 4 car is... There we go. See? Missed it. The Gen 4 car is not distinguishable between Chile and Argentina, whereas the Gen 3 car is. So now we're in another round. This one I'm a little bit confused for the start. Now that I'm looking, I probably shouldn't have been confused. It's kind of obvious. Yeah, look at all that. That's writing. I should have recognized it from that. Probably should have got it from that, but it's okay, because I'm going to get a big bloody hint in just a second. Oh, look, a bunch of Indonesian flags. How helpful. I'm then going to proceed to look around pointlessly for a while. And, yeah. Did that say Jakarta, that sign back there? Because I think we did end up being in Jakarta, or at least near it. That sign back there said Jakarta and I missed it. I'll be very annoyed. There'll be no way for me to check. I could go back and look for it, but I'm not going to try and do that because that'll slow down the video more. We're going to skip ahead again. What I'm talking about here is how Indonesia is just a very big country, and it is. It's very hard to guess well in Indonesia because... Oh, I went back to the start. I wonder what happened. I didn't know it played a sound effect when you went back to the start. Yeah, right now I'm trying to work out if that says phone number or if that's a place name. Either way, it does not become relevant. Indonesia's a big place, and honestly, I probably should have guessed on Java, because Java ends up being the answer 90% of the time. Where I put my marker, I've honestly never actually seen the answer be. So, where I'm about to put my marker was a really dumb idea. Look, I'm hovering over Java now. Would have been a good idea. Would have been so smart. I'm trying to find the name Rumah here, which was a waste of time. Bad thing to look for. You're going to hear past David complain about the Indonesian language a bit in the next section, which I do a lot. Yeah, South Sulawesi. I shouldn't have done that. It's never there. It's almost always Java. And once again, it was Java, and quite actually in Jakarta. Which, that sign I briefly saw, I don't know if it said it. Okay, this is the round that past David is going to realise his microphone has not been working. I don't know what I was talking about, but something just made me go, oh, I should check if my microphone's working. And, oh, I'm checking. And it's not. So, you're going to see me do a little countdown with my hands. 3, 2, 1. And then a few seconds after that, I successfully turn the microphone on. So on that countdown of 3, 2, 1, I'm going to disappear. And then you wait one more second and you'll get old David. 1. And here he comes. Bye, guys. This video now has audio. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to record over myself for the start of the video, but you would have just heard that, because that's going to happen in the future, but for you it just happened. And now I'm normal David, and I'm going to take over as if nothing happened. And boom. Back to the original recording. I don't know what made me check if my mic was on or off. What a miracle to check it was on or off. Anyway, let's talk about Geoguessr instead of mics, because the timeline's probably confusing. What is this round? So far we're having a very bad day Geoguessr-wise. 3,165. That Indonesia round and stuff screwed us over. I should have just guessed on Java. I said that it's always Java. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so actually let's pick up from there. What I was continuing to say before I realized my mic wasn't working was that I find Indonesian the hardest language to understand. I think it's because I recognize the characters and I try to give them meaning in my mind, but I give them the wrong meaning. I almost give every single word in that language the meaning of a place name, which I've mentioned that before. I think every word in Indonesian to me sounds like it could be a place. Whereas in like Spanish and Italian and stuff, I'm seeing better at distinguishing place name and normal words. And then obviously things like Greek, Russian, and Korean, Japanese, I don't find them confusing because I don't attempt it. I don't attempt to give them meaning, especially the Asian languages. But I think Indonesian looks close enough that my brain goes, I could understand that. And I try to give it meaning when I really shouldn't. We're about to run out of time. Europe. Europe's a bad guess. This is awful. Accidentally guessing in the middle of the Sea of Marmara turned out to be a good answer because we were down there in Turkey. We have 2 rounds left and we need to do well on both of these rounds to get 15,000. This has been a bit of a chaotic one. There we go. We have welcome to the Blitz Club Gaming with Cyrillic writing. Red car is Ukraine. Car is blue. Road is very big. Quite likely. I don't know. Teleport me forward, please. Hesburger. I mean, it is Cyrillic writing. I don't know what the currency of Russia is. And I don't know what the currency of Ukraine is. If I knew both those things, that clue there could have helped me, potentially. I'm trying to think meta, but I don't. Ukev Trans Ltd. Ukev Trans? Oh, Bulgaria! I will happily guess Bulgaria. There. Not bad. 4,665 is enough that if I do very well in this round, which is likely in the UK, I might be able to redeem myself. Yellow on the back, but there's no red, so we're not in the Isle of Man. We need to find more clues. Okay. I think that describes all Geoguessr games, but like this one I really want to do well. What do we have here? No lorries. South Ayrshire. South Ayrshire. It's either going to be Scottish or Welsh, I think. Ayrshire. Have a wrist width. Or could it be part of Ireland? Like, I'm only checking the outsides because that's where it's going to be if it's anywhere. It's clearly on the beach. Okay, there's the beach. I don't see how going to the beach is going to help. It also said this way is the seafront as well. Which way do I get out of a shire? I'm just trying to think, like, we clearly know exactly where we are. We're definitely in a shire. But if there was a sign... Here we are. This is what we're looking for. The Lones Donald Station. All routes A77, A78. So we're looking for A77 and A78. Let's set up. Okay. 76. 77, 78. Cool. Now we're looking for a shoulder around here. We're not on the Isle of Man. Where's 78? 77 stretch over here. Let's just zoom in. Could be a small town. Putting a marker down because I feel like we're along here. My short-term memory is really bad when remembering place names. I've sort of forgotten the name of the place I'm meant to be looking for. It's Ushold or something, but I'm hoping it'll just click when I see it. Oh, A78's here. 77, 78. I'm going to put myself in ARY there. I think it's close enough to it that it could be like just a spelling thing on the map. Time's up. And yeah, it was a spelling thing on the map. That is 4,970. Honestly, I think that saved us. We scraped by on that silver. Absolutely scraped it by. What a miracle. Awful, we came last compared to all of our friends, but I do not care because we scraped that score by. Very happy. Well done to Adolf and Nick on getting perfect in that last round. I'm just happy through all that we got a 15,000. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time.